what a beautiful day here in Dallas, Texas, right off of the beach of Plano, the Plano Ocean. What just a beautiful day. It's just all of the beautiful beaches. You don't realize how many beaches there are in this city. There's a Chicago Bulls, Dallas Mavericks in Dallas. Mavericks looking to go 4-0 for the first time since 1937. The Chicago Bulls, weird up and down season so far, looking to go 3-2. Weirdly enough, a pretty normal game. So for the first time in a long time, a Dallas sports night where nothing too crazy.
It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
It's another victory for the Dallas Mavericks. It's another game that brings quite a bit to talk about for this team. They're 4-0. They're currently first in the Western Conference with a huge matchup against the Denver Nuggets coming on Friday night. That should be a lot of fun. And there is quite a bit to talk about here. Luka Doncic did not have that great of a night by his standards. He finishes the game with 18 points on 5 of 16 shooting. He does register 10 assists, 6 turnovers. But in his defense, the Bulls were relentlessly double-teaming him. They were trapping him the moment he crossed half court. They were blitzing him on pick and rolls. And the reason why they were able to do that was because Kyrie Irving missed his second consecutive game with a foot sprain. So there wasn't really somebody the Mavericks had to alleviate that stress on on Luka Doncic. But the role players for the Dallas Mavericks made the Bulls pay for helping off to double on Luka Doncic. And nobody did more damage than Mr. Grant Williams, the man that I spent all summer banging on the tables saying, we need to go get a guy like Grant Williams. Nay, we need to go get Grant Williams. And I recruited him. And I told him about the beautiful beaches of downtown Dallas. Guys, there's no beaches. I'll say there are seas as far as the eye can see in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Seas of parking lots in Arlington, Texas. I mean, they're beautiful. Beautiful waves of gray. Beautiful waves of gray asphalt. Just fucking Grant Williams, 25 points in this game against the Bulls, 7 of 9 from deep. So far this season, he's averaging 15.5 points per game, 55% from 3 on over 7 attempts per game. You look at some of these threes, and yeah, some of them are wide open. That's the benefit of playing next to Luka Doncic. You're going to get a lot of wide open looks, and Grant Williams, to his credit, has been converting on these looks so far. But some of these shots are tough. He's hitting some tough shots, some shots on the move, some no dip catch and shoot threes. That is the most aesthetically pleasing shot in the NBA to me, by the way. He's also sort of perfected this little up fake, get your defender up in the air, sidestep, one dribble pull up three. He's perfected it. He's a master at it now. So far this season, the Mavericks are plus 12 when Grant Williams is on the floor with a 107 defensive rating. The defense is 17 points per 100 possessions better when Grant Williams is on the floor. This is why I wanted a guy like this so much. Someone who could captain the defense, sort of be the quarterback of the defense, be the leader of it, while also just being a very good defender in his own right, a great individual defender, a very good team defender. He did a good job against DeMar DeRozan in this game when he was matched up against him. DeMar only had 16 points, only shot the ball 13 times. Both of those are season lows for DeMar. But you also have another new addition for the Mavericks, Derrick Jones Jr., who continues to be a revelation. 17 points in this game. That's a game after scoring 22 against the Grizzlies. He hasn't scored that many points in a game, 17 points or 22 points, since 2019-2020. So 4 games into the season, he's already scored more points than he has in 4 seasons. Similar with Grant Williams, if you're sharing the floor with Luka Doncic, he's going to draw so much attention from the defense. You're going to get a fair share of great looks from 3, and it's up to you to knock down those shots. And Derrick Jones Jr.'s credit, he has knocked them down so far this season. But what I'm really monitoring so far for Derrick Jones Jr., opponents are shooting 30% when matched up against Derrick Jones. 30%. Now, matchup data can be very wonky, but so far this season, that's what the NBA has him with, a 30% defensive field goal percentage. Opponents are shooting 14 percentage points worse when defended by Derrick Jones Jr. That's a significant number, man. And it matches the eye test. He did a great job in this game, matched up against Zach LaVine at times. Interjection time. All right, third quarter. Zach LaVine's coming off of a second quarter, which we'll talk about in a bit, where he's just red hot. Derrick Jones Jr. is matched up on Zach LaVine. The Bulls try running him off of some screens to get him open, to get him some space. It's glitching. It doesn't want to see me succeed. That's okay. It's not the only one. Derrick Jones Jr., good job, though, on Zach LaVine. Forces a pass into the post. Vucevic fading away on the baseline, long two, whatever. We live with that shot. Great work by Derrick Jones Jr. and Dereck Lively as well. The two Derricks. Another play here for Mr. Derrick Jones Jr. Something I've noticed early on in the season. His screen navigation, very good. Very good skill of his. Zach LaVine brings the ball up, Good job going under that Vucevic screen, not affected at all by it. Good job going over this screen, stays connected, ball moving around. Patrick Williams, let's just say we're cool with any Patrick Williams shot. I mean, God bless the guy, but it's God bless the guy. And then you have the other Dereck Lively. When you have this group on the floor together, Dereck Lively, Derrick Jones Jr., Grant Williams, it's a legitimately good defensive lineup. And in crunch time, they are able to dig deep and get stops when needed. You guys have no idea how much joy it brings me to give you guys fourth quarter defensive highlights, right? Last season, I don't know if they got a single stop in the fourth quarter of any game they ever played. So it just feels good. This isn't the exact grouping I was just talking about. No Grant Williams on the floor for this play. But look at this great defense by the Mavericks. Again, look at Derrick Jones Jr. getting over the screen. Oh my God. How does he contort his body to get over that? He's like a cat almost in that way. Good job by Lively in space here to not get beat by Javon Carter. And then just active hands, size advantage down low for Vucevic. But look at the guys fighting. Seth Curry fighting. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes from behind to force the steal. Just really great job, guys. Really. I mean, really. Dereck Lively, man. This kid is something else. 7 points in this game, 13 rebounds, 7 of those offensive rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. I went back and I looked. He's only the third teenage center in NBA history to put up 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block in a game, and only the 8th teenager ever to do it. And look at some of the people on this list. I mean, that's elite company. Defensive Players of the Year, Hall of Famers, All-Stars, Jared Allen. I know Jared Allen made an All-Star game, but did he really, though? Like, is that going to be one of those – is he going to be one of those guys 10 years from now where we're like, holy shit, Jared Allen made an All-Star game? What the fuck happened that year? How many players were hurt? If you're going to be the center next to Luka Doncic spamming pick and rolls, these are passes that you absolutely need to make in the short roll. And make no mistake, it might not look too difficult, but this is not an easy pass to make, right? Luka comes to get the ball from Dereck Lively. Boom, immediately a screen. Lively rolls. The short pass to the corner. Just knowing where your teammates are. This goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you are Derrick Jones Jr., Grant Williams, any of these other role guys, Tim Hardaway Jr. even, you're going to get quite a bit of looks like this throughout the course of the season. The Mavericks will probably end up shooting more corner threes than anybody they historically have over the last few years. Just a really nice find in the short roll by Grant Williams. Derrick Jones Jr., cha-ching! Pitch the second. This pass doesn't even make much sense to me, right? This is not a pass I was expecting in Dereck Lively's bag this early. Screen, little slip from Lively, rolling Euro step to the drop-off to Derrick Jones Jr., the dunker spot. Okay, DeMontis Lively. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is not a play a 19-year-old is supposed to make. He's not of age. This is illegal in 48 different states. He's not of age to do this. I need to see some ID. Here he is. Great offensive rebound. Catches it. This isn't a tip. This is a pass. How does he have this vision? How does he know? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he knew someone was going to be right there. A perfect pass to Tim Hardaway Jr., who gets an and 1 4-point play. And he's like, yeah! This isn't right. No, something's wrong. Speaking of Mr. Tim Hardaway Jr., listen, man, you got to give props. You got to give flowers. Is it infuriating at times? Yes. Oh, Timmy, you've done so many good things this season. These are the possessions right here that make you want to rip all of your hair out. Fortunately for me, I've got so much beautiful hair that I can rip some out and be fine. Some of you, I'm not entirely sure. But these are the plays right here. Early in the shot clock. We're 8 seconds into the shot clock. I don't know if a Tim Hardaway Jr. post fade is really something we want to go to very often, especially that early in a shot clock. That's a shot we can get at almost any time. I respect wanting to go after Kobe White. Listen, I get that. He's not a good defender at all. But I feel like we can get this shot with 3 seconds left on the shot clock and not 13. But so far this season, Tim Hardaway Jr. is averaging 20 points per game. And a stat that I'm kind of bewildered by and a little bit shocked by, the Mavericks are plus 12 in minutes where Tim Hardaway Jr. is on the floor and Luka Doncic is off. So Tim Hardaway Jr. in more of taking on more responsibility in the non-Luka minutes by having the ball in his hands. And to his credit, his passing has been actually kind of surprising so far this season. Hello? How often have you seen Tim Hardaway Jr. make a pass like this? He's kind of acting a little bit different this year. Drives, draws in the defense, kicks out to wide open Derrick Jones Jr., who misses, but we love that shot. Look at Dereck Lively. He's a beast. Oh, Tim Hardaway Jr. made that 3, by the way, in case you're wondering. Shout out to Dereck Lively. What the hell is this pass right here? Tim Hardaway Jr. cross-court skip pass right into the shooter's pocket for Derrick Jones Jr. Who is that? Tim Doncic Jr.? That is not Tim Hardaway. So with more responsibility, Tim Hardaway Jr. has answered the call. He's been really, really good so far. In this stretch where the Mavericks just seem to always win games where Tim Hardaway Jr. makes 3 or more threes, that proves to be true. He's made 3 or more threes in every single game so far this season, and the Dallas Mavericks are 4-0. The Mavericks have not had a hard schedule so far. I'll just say that. The Spurs are a frisky team. They're going to play teams tough. The Nets are also a frisky team. The Grizzlies might just be horrible. Like, they just might be a horrendous team until John Morant comes back. That's just what it appears to be. They got smoked by the Jazz. And this Bulls team, guys, Patrick Williams sucks. I was kind of a believer in him because when he moves around and does some stuff, it does look like Kawhi Leonard. But no, he just reeks. And I'm not trying to be mean. And I really was wondering whether or not I should have even brought this up. But I was on Twitter earlier today, and Bulls fans were speculating back and forth on whether or not this guy's on the spectrum. Like, that's where we're at. That's how you know the NBA season is back in full gear. But that's not conversations you want to be having about a player. They're going full Chris Broussard. They're going full Chris Broussard on us. Like, Zach LaVine got smoking hot in the second quarter of this game, and I'm thinking, holy shit, here we go. Zach LaVine just gets into these modes. We saw it against the Pistons where he just can't miss. And then he barely touched the ball at all. Did nothing in the second half of this game. Granted, he missed a bunch of shots, but he never touched the ball again. The Mavericks did a good job defensively, but I want the ball in that guy's hands more. I don't know. This team's kind of fiasco. Like, they don't understand they're playing a math game. Like, late in the game, Mavericks were shooting threes, hitting threes, expanding their lead, and the Bulls are like, all right, Vucevic, post up. We need more Vucevic post hooks. All right, we got it. All right, guys, get back. Oh, we gave up a 3. All right, Vucevic, one more post hook. DeMar, one more 17-foot contested 2. It doesn't make any sense, and I'm fucking sick of it. Get Zach LaVine on a serious franchise now. Guys, I just want to say congratulations to the Texas Rangers. Arlington, you are a city of champions. Congratulations. Congratulations to me. I mean, I'm a fan. I don't know why I'm saying congratulations to anyone else. Congratulations to me. I've been there. I lived through 2011 when they shit themselves. So congratulations, Slightly Biased. Thanks, Slightly Biased. No, you're welcome, Slightly Biased. No, thanks, Slightly Biased. You're looking good today, Slightly Biased. No, Slightly Biased. You're looking